Hello everyone, welcome back to Dice Commando. This is round 3 of our standard tournament at Gongaii Games. On the left we have Alex, and on the right we have Lyle. They are currently doing their shuffles, and during this time I want to mention Alex actually took down a store championship in our area last weekend. He was playing Boba 7. Very familiar deck with him. That's a deck he's been playing for a long time, and I think he's probably one of the best players out there with that particular deck. So they are doing their mulligans. Looks like for the battlefields we have the Comm Tower, the new one from Way of the Force, which pairs very well with Built to Last, which Alex has. So he's playing Elite eKanan, Elite eAayla with that plot. And we all saw Lyle's deck last round, but he's playing 4 wide hero vehicles with Little Annie, Rose, the Temple Guard, and Ezra. So let's see what they decide to do here for their opening hands. It is interesting with Lyle's Battlefield of Alpha and the Comm Tower. Both of these guys probably want their battlefield, so the roll-off here is going to be pretty important. So Alex opens with a pretty good hand, a CQA, an Ancient, and a Force Misdirection. Force Direction maybe not super strong versus Lyle. I unfortunately did not see Lyle's hand. Let's see what the roll-offs are. So we've got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Alex. Oh, yeah, Alex wins outright. So he's clearly going to take his battlefield. So they both removed their battlefields from play, but Lyle's putting on the shields. Let's note that actually that's the same play Lyle made last time with the 2 shields on, one on Rose and one on Anakin. So the guy's got a plan. Alex opens with an Ancient, and Lyle quickly responds by playing a Friends in Low Places. I can't imagine he's going to take anything other than the CQA here, because I can't imagine for a vehicle player what would be worse than losing your opening hand here, which is what he does. So Alex follows up with a Force Speed on eAayla, which is not bad to enable that special chaining. So now we see some of Lyle's hand. We've got an Easy Pickings in there, and we have a Rally Aid. Rolls in Annie for a blank. Alex is going to bring in eAayla. She gets the 2 indirect to blank on the Force Speed. Oh, but eAayla does have a special, so she can actually chain into that if she wishes. Lyle rolls in Ezra with a Disrupt, which is basically a blank right now because Alex does not have any money and will likely not be getting any this turn. Certainly won't take a resource with that showing. He's thinking what to do. So probably going to roll in eKanan. He may... Yep, that's what he's going to do. He's actually going to special chain in, take the 2 actions, roll on eKanan, and hope to hit. So he blanks that Disrupt. He's going to roll in eKanan. And remember, eKanan has the pseudo focus, so he can potentially hit big here. Unfortunately, eKanan... So he still has 1 action left, but eKanan only hit the Disrupt and a focus, so he can focus to something else. I'm betting Alex is actually going to Disrupt here to try to cripple Lyle a little bit, which is not a bad move against a vehicle deck. He does have 1 action left, so let's see what he chooses to do. There's a Hidden Motive and a Force Misdirection left in his hand. With him looking at his hand that much, he's probably going to pitch to reroll, or at least considering it. That's what he does, actually. So he pitches the Hidden Mode. Oh, that's... He rerolled the 2 indirect. I mean, I understand that. That's not very targeted. He gets a 1 gun and 2 blanks. Not what he was hoping to see. The Force Misdirection is probably also worth pitching to reroll. Not going to do a ton of work here. So here comes Rose. Maybe? Yep, Rose comes in with a blank. So Lyle's rolling pretty hot here, doing what he needs to do. Alright, so we do have that eKanan focus out there. I'm betting we've got a pitch to reroll coming here. No dollars to play, any control. He's not faking anybody out. He's probably just going to pitch to reroll and hope to hit hard. And remember, he does have that battlefield, although it's not out. We did take Alex's battlefield, so he can claim to increase by 1. And when he goes to claim, he's going to realize that his battlefield's not out. So Alex is thinking. Yep, pitch to reroll, leaves the focus out, rolls into an eAayla 2. Oh, easy pickings to take both the eKanan 2 and the eAayla 2. Or sorry, wait, that eAayla die went back to eKanan. But yeah, it was a eKanan 2 and an eAayla 2. And there he's looking for his battlefield. There he realized it. Unfortunately, that focus isn't going to do him a ton of good now. So he's probably just going to claim and hit for 2, which he does. Puts 2 into Rose. So she takes a net 1 with her shield. So the guard's going to come in. Guard gets some money. It's not bad at all. So he gets his money back. He had to blow for easy pickings. Plays a Rally Aid for 1. He only has 2 cards in hand. However, I see an entangles one of them. Oh, so he pitches a reroll. So he getting down to just the last card for him to Rally Aid, probably. Rose takes $1. And he must not have a vehicle if he's hesitating here. He does not have a vehicle in hand, or he has a 4-cost vehicle. Maybe that may be it. He may have the droid tank in his hand. All right, so Alex pulls 2 lightsaber pulls. He does have the opening move here. I see a lightsaber pull and a Force illusion. Alex is likely going to pull Ezra's here, so he can drop. Oh, he's got Luke's rod. Luke's rod may be in fair play as well. Probably Ezra's saber is what he's going to pull, but let's see what he decides on. Yep, that is what he decides on. So he pulls an Ezra's saber, goes to Lyle, who's going to opening Rally Aid. He must have a handful of vehicles at this point. So you can play anything he wants. So the T-47 comes down for free. Alex is going to drop that Ezra's for sure on eAayla for a net 1 with the BTL. In comes Anakin, who rolls, looks like the discard. eAayla comes in. She rolls pretty well. Looks like 2 2s. Oh, Guardian's one of them. We do have the Force Speed special. Looks like a shield on the guard when he comes in, so we're going to Force Speed. We're going to roll in Kanan. We've got a 1 melee on the Ancient and $1 on Kanan. So we've got some to hit with. That money is not horrible considering he's got an OB Saber in his hand. But Alex is probably going to pitch a reroll to try to gain some advantage here. That other lightsaber pull, so he's going to hit for total of 3. So he does have a saber pull in hand, which doesn't do him a ton of good, so he's probably going to pitch that for a reroll. Lau rolls in the Snow Speeder for a 2 ranged. I'm sure we're going to see a pitch. Yep, exactly. Lightsaber pull, pitch to reroll. For a focus, and a gun. Alex is not getting what he wants. 1 focus isn't bad. 2 focus is not ideal. So Lyle does. I see now he has that droid tank in his hand. So that's what he was trying to get on his Rally Aid, so to enable his indirects. So I'd be, yeah, I'm sure we're going to see that droid tank right here. He's got $4. He takes a shield on Rose. So we focus with Kanan, put 2, focus with that pseudo, and then just hits for a net 2. So Rose is at 5, 3 more left. She's going to take 2 when Alex claims. Lyle drops the Y-Wing. That's got some serious potential here with Alex's dollar situation. I do see a Force illusion in hand, as well as a Mind Trick and an OB Saber. So Alex actually overwrites the Ancient with an Obi Saber. Lyle spins 1 to flank the remaining die. That just saved him 2 damage. At this point, I'm sure, yep, Alex just claims, and Lyle can go to work. Comes in with Rose for her special. There's another $1 for Lyle. Ezra hasn't even rolled in yet. Here comes Ezra. With a Disrupt, not super. Here comes the Y-Wing. Wanting to look for that special, and he gets it. So that's going to be 4. In comes, oh, R2. For the next $1, R2 rolls in with this melee. Wow, what a turn for Lyle. So resolves the Y-Wing special, and Alex puts all 4 onto Kanan. Now Lyle is figuring out what to do. He's at least got 3 damage on the table. He pitches to re-roll, and hits the +2 on Ezra. So that is Kanan is in trouble here. So Kanan's going to go to 9, most likely. Yep, he's going after, puts 4 in with the ranged, and then I'm sure he'll resolve the R2 for 1 more. Yep, so Alex says Kanan at 9. So he just drew a CQA, a Luke's Rod, and a Power of the Force, in addition to the Mind Trick and the Force Illusion that he already had. Lyle just drew a 3PO I saw. I didn't see the rest of what he drew. But I'm sure we're going to open with the Luke's Rod here on Kanan. No, he puts it on eAayla. That's surprising. You think he might have put it on Kanan to try and at least get the double activation out of it. With the redeploy, I mean. So Rose rolls in. Gets her special again. Man, Rose is doing her job today. Alright, in comes Kanan. With a gun, a blank on the Obi Saber, and another gun. So, damage is never bad, but that's not ideal. What's Lyle gonna do? We've got a 3PO. 3PO and Y-Wing is not good news. So in comes Ezra, which makes sense because... So there's a disrupt, so you can take that $1 away. So as a pre-action, he hits Anakin for 1, and then he's going to Power of the Force to take down Rose, resolving his Kanan range for 4. So that's a dead Rose, 1 into Anakin to take off the shield. So that helped significantly, but is it enough to get Alex back in the game? Maybe. To be fair, he could roll in very hot here with... So the Y-Wing comes in with a 2 disrupt. Here he comes in with eAayla. He rolls a 2 indirect and a bunch of money. Actually, it looks like a shield on the 4 speed. So most certainly a pitch to reroll here. He's got CQA in a CQA Force Illusion and the Mind Trick in his hand. Might even take money here to enable the Mind Trick. Rally Aids for a caution, so he'll remove that Ezra die and shield up probably the guard. No, he puts all 3 into Anakin. So here's a pitch to reroll with Alex. And we've got 2 blanks plus melee. Oh, the guard's going to take away that black melee on eAayla. Yep, which he does, so he activates, he takes the damage on the guard, rolls in, the guard rolls a $1. There's another pitch to reroll. He's got to get some melee to pair with that Obi Saber. He did get a 4 speed, And he got a, oh, so we take the money. So he's going to be able to hit with the Luke's rod and the +4. But he's got that 4 speed, and that's why he's thinking. Does he pitch to reroll here? He can't pay for the mind trick as it is, so he's going to 4 speed. He is. He's going to pitch to reroll, see what he gets. And he gets another melee, so that's actually enough. That is a 2. Yeah, that's enough to kill Ezra right here. He can just put Ezra down right away. And it is Alex's additional action with the 4 speed. So I imagine we'll see a dead Ezra right here. Yep, that is what he does. He puts Ezra down. So that was a significant improvement on Alex's side. In comes another Rally 8 on Lyle's side. And Lyle still has $2, so Alex is going to claim. Yep, that's what he does. We're going to Rally 8 with 3 cards in hand to pull a Tech Team. Oh, that'll enable a 3-drop. So he plays the Crate Speeder and then a 3PO. And he gets to roll in the... So we still have the T-47, R2, 3PO, and the Crate Speeder all to come in this turn. So the 3PO comes in with, it doesn't even matter, because he's going to use it to resolve the Y-Wing. But it does look like he rolled the discard. Alex, of course, checks his phone, waiting for Lyle to complete his turn for the next 5 minutes. 2 damage on the Snow Speeder. Anakin comes in with $1. Crate Speeder comes in with $1. And R2 comes in with $1. But of course no cards in hand for either one of these guys. So we've certainly got the 3PO into a special here, which is what he does. He's going to remove 3PO here to resolve the R2, which lets him draw and flip. And he'll flip into that Y-Wing and hit for 4. So Alex puts down Kanan, and he'll put 3 onto eAayla, and then move over. So he overwrites the, or doesn't overwrite, he replaces the 4 speed to move over Obi Saber. Okay, so eAayla's got 7 left. We've got 2 damage showing on Lyle's side. Puts 2 into eAayla. Now Lyle does have a new card here, but he takes the $2. So he's going to go into the next round with $4, a Tech Team, and 2 Rally Aids. And 5 health is all that is needed to put eAayla down and win this game. However, Alex has quite a bit of dice on his side of the table, so nobody's dead yet. So he overwrites, dropping Rays for essentially free with Built to Last, and then he should gain his shield. There he goes. So it goes to Lyle. Pulls in 3PO for, looks like that discard again. And in comes eAayla. She rolled a bunch of money. She's got a 2 melee. We've got a 2 melee, it looks like, on Obi Saber, and a 1 melee on Luke's Rod. So we're going to Rally Aid, or Lyle's going to Rally Aid. Pull the N1 fighter, the Naboo Starfighter, and that'll cost him a total of 1. Now he did not activate Tech Team for that, so he must consciously have another vehicle in his hand. Obviously, if he was rallying, he probably does. So we've got an eAayla special and a lot of shield. So we saw Alex reroll melee, so he is going for max damage to try to climb out of this hole. Using the term tilt is not proper because Alex is very much in control, but he is definitely going for max output. The T-47 comes in on the discard side. That mind trick is going to prove very, very useful to Alex's turn if Lyle rolls in without resolving. In fact, Alex will probably pull some stall moves here to try to get more dice on the table before he can play that. So that eAayla special can help as well. However, he probably wants the damage off of that. Yep, he is. He's going to reroll it. So eAayla rolls in. That eAayla die became a 1 melee. We've got a shield. We've got a 2 melee on Luke's Rod, and then so we just garbage shooted away 2 of the damages. Takes a shield on eAayla. So we've got $1 on eAayla left, which he'll probably take so that he can play the overconfidence that's sitting in his hand. Now the Rally Aid is a pin down, which is going to take away the damage. He's going to take the $1. All Alex can do at this point is try to survive into the next round and roll out. He has no offense left. And Lyle has a full board of unrolled in supports. And even the Temple Guard's hitting the money. Alright, overconfidence, the 2 discards. Try to get 3PO off. You can't even get 3PO off the table. T47 goes away. Now we can still Y-Wing for 4. But he takes the $1 on 3PO on the reroll. And now he's going to put in his droid tank. Alex is going to take an indirect. Should take it. Yep, there he goes. And Lyle's got a full board. This is probably the end of the line. So in comes a droid tank, hits the 2 disrupt. Here comes the Naboo fighter with $1. Crate speeder. Rolls an indirect. Resolves the indirect. And does the 1 damage, so that's a total of 3 indirect. I think Alex may have put on an additional damage he didn't need to there. So R2 rolls in with a special. Oh, Lyle just disrupted his money. That is game, because yep, Alex reaches across. He can't do anything. That mind trick was his only hope. And that is it. All right, so Lyle is our tournament champion today. Excellent job, Lyle. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching.